Yo, what is up, guys? It's me, Eve, again here, playing Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains, and I just put it up the video Insane Summons for Yomo as well as Centipede Kaneki. So go and check that out. I got insane summons. I got my boy Renji to 3 stars here. And today we're gonna do a review of this guy, but it's gonna be so I already did a review of him on my stream. We did it live. We were like speculating about characters which are gonna be working with him, some team ups. I'm as well gonna do a video of like a team that probably is gonna be working the best for Yomo, as well as I would put that team with the new rabbit Toka if I could, but she's a pay-to-win character for now, unfortunately. But still, if you're looking for a best team for Yomo, it's gonna be the video is gonna come out, the next one. I'm gonna showcase that team. It's gonna be an Anteiku team, so stay tuned for that. That's gonna be an insane video. I think it's gonna be very cool to see what we can come up with, as well as I would wait for your comments on to see like what do you think is gonna be the best comp for the Anteiku based team ups. So I'm waiting for that in the comments as well under this video. So maybe if you have great ideas, but that would be perfect if you would put the free-to-play team ups, because Rabbit is not available for me, unfortunately. I would definitely use her if I could, but unfortunately she's not available for me, so I am not gonna include that. I think I'll do a few teams there, so stay tuned for that. But today I'm gonna showcase the Yomo, the Renji Yomo review. I'm gonna put up the review that we did on the stream, but before that, let me say just my conclusions on this character and what I think about him, and then I'll showcase you the review that we did on stream. And before that, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let's get into it. I think Yomo is an incredible character. Definitely gonna only work in an Anteiku team. You will not use him otherwise. It's just stupid to not him use in the Anteiku team. He's not gonna be working without them, because he just gives so much more playability for those characters. Maybe he could be used because of his like first passive that he has, maybe outside of, but I don't think it's gonna be playable there. Unfortunately, it's only about, I think, the Anteiku characters, so you will use it there. Again, if I would put him somewhere in the tier list, he's right now here, but this is like all that they put all the new characters here, so I would put him somewhere in S to SSS tier, because in Anteiku characters he's insane. In other team ups, not so good, and this is the problem with him here, because he's not a very versatile character. Again, as I always said, the characters that are not versatile are not my favorite, unfortunately. Characters like like Centipede Kaneki, and like someone like Helcher as well. I'm not a big fan of that type of characters, but that doesn't mean they're bad. In what they do in those roles, they're great, but in other compositions they're not gonna be great, and that's what limits them. Because if they were not that specific characters for the specific types or teams, then they would be even greater. They would definitely be a top tier characters there, but because of their limit, I would put them a little bit like lower in the tier lists than they are in their own like teams. You know what I mean? So overall, this character definitely very strong. His sweet spot to go for this character would be 1 star. Free to play, 1 star definitely needed. If you're gonna be using this guy, if you think of using Anteiku teams, you definitely need 1 star. Like without 1 star, you are not happy with this guy. 3 stars, the probably his best. 3 stars, if you're going for 3 stars, definitely worth it. But 1 star at least needed for this guy if you're even going to go and like summon for him. You don't need to summon for this guy because he is only gonna be played in Anteiku team again, and if you're not gonna be using Anteiku team, don't summon for him. Okay? This is only for Anteiku players. Like if you like playing, for example, Kaneki here, even like Kaya, Ol. If you have Ol, especially like without, I think without Ol, he lacks a little bit in that sense because Ol can buff a lot, and especially if you have more stars on Ol here, that will open up his second, like 1st star and 3rd star. That will let you make a very good and strong Anteiku team there. Unfortunately, I don't have them, and now I'm like a little bit sad because I didn't go for all 1st star. Maybe I should have done that, but this is what it is. So I'm gonna boot up the video from the stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Okay, so I have him on only 1 star, but we'll check him out on 1 star and read all of what he does on other stars as well. We'll see how good is he. Is he viable? Is he interesting? We'll decide if he's skippable right now. Like we'll check what he does, in what teams he could be probably used. Because I haven't looked at his kit at all. Like so, let's check him out. First, his standard ability. Deal damage equal to 180% of attack to the enemy target, applying Overwatch. Overwatch the game to yourself for 1 turn. Overwatch grants shields for 10% of the damage taken when your character takes damage. So your character, so it's not yours, so he doesn't give anyone else those shields, I guess, or only for himself. Very selfish of him. That's sad. That's sad that he doesn't give everyone. That would be great boost if he would give everyone. 180 damage. So he's solo target, right? So he's not AoE. I don't think like 180 is okay, but here 420 or 410. Let me see this Kaneki, right? This Kaneki is doing more, right? 120. So it's for standard, and like this guy is not super OP, but he's like great character. Let's see. I forgot how many. 410 here, okay, but he's got a very good passives here, like weak for the damage. So that's why he doesn't do that much damage. Jason, 400, okay. Standard Yomo, how much standard Yomo does? 400 as well. So it's above. It's better than this Yomo. And he has as well applies effect of the Overwatch there. That's great. So this is much better than the standard Yomo already, in terms of, I guess, the standard damage. Okay, now let's see what his skills actually do. When battle starts, apply lockdown effects to the enemy target with the highest attack. Okay, so instantly at the start of a battle, he does this thingy. When the target with lockdown uses the active skill or takes damage from an active skill, all allies' basic stats are increased by 2% up to 8. So in 4 turns he buffs for 8%. This one doesn't seem so good. Let's check what lockdown is. Reduce attack of the character affected by lockdown by 20%. Great. 20 fucking percent? That's fucking great, for sure. Reduce damage dealt by level 2 skills by 30%? Damn! Fucking 30% on level 2? That's insane. No? This is insane. You not only 20%, but 30% for the skill too? No way. And reduce damage dealt by level 3 by 50 fucking percent? Nah, bro. 50 fucking percent. No freaking way, bro. This is insane. Is all worth it? No. I would say no. I would suggest you just get one of his copy just so he would be in your, you know, like collection, but going all in on him, no. I wouldn't say he's worth it. He's mid at best. Okay, but this, bro, lockdown is insane. 20%, 30%, and 50 fucking percent? Yo, this is insanity. When you are affected by Overwatch, the max damage taken by allied Anteiku characters from a single skill doesn't exceed 30% of their max HP. This is great, but the problem is that it's only for Anteiku characters. So for Kaneki, okay. For like Toka, I guess, like Hinami, not bad. This Kaneki can work as well. It's sad that it's not for everyone. It's very sad that it's only available for the Anteiku characters, unfortunately. This is the sad part. But still, they can't get more than 30%. Yeah, yeah. New Toka as well can work with that. But I guess it's only for the pay-to-win players, so... Yeah, unfortunately, Rabbit is not available for everyone. Other than if she would be available, that's great for her as well. But this is sad. I'm actually sad that it's only for Anteiku characters. That would be very good if it was for everyone. I think it would be so OP if this was for everyone. When your turn starts, if your character triggered Overwatch in the previous turn, grant your Anteiku characters with the lowest HP the effect of reducing damage taken by 20% in one turn, and grant yourself 45. Wait, again. With the lowest HP, the Anteiku character with the lowest HP, effect of reducing damage taken by his... Again, so this is again for only Anteiku characters, and if he reduces damage here, so no, he limits damage for 30%, and then he can reduce that for 20%. Damn, that's actually insane. For Anteiku team, that's actually insane. If you use Owl, then you will use this guy to reduce the damage. Who else can reduce in their team? Who can you reduce the damage? I don't think this Hinami buffs the attacks, right? Stacks. She buffs stats, so she can kind of buff the HP. Increase damage. No, this is damage. Max HP, restoration rate. So no other characters in Anteiku can buff, like reduce the damage, right? Only him. Does Ape have it? All characters goes all realized. So use it. Okay. For one turn, he can reduce the damage. 8% here as well. So if you use Ape, All, and Yomo in one team, that's insane amount of buffs for your like stats as well as reduction of damage for your basically for everyone in that team. That could be insane. I don't know how good that will be in PvP, but for PvE, this is insanity, right? Okay, Fortify. Increase the damage of active skills of your Anteiku characters by 15%, dismissed after it takes effect. Okay, so this is just a buff for yourself. So he buffs himself. Okay, increase the damage of active skills of your Anteiku character. Well, I don't really get what this means. Like yourself, what they mean by that. Yourself, you mean all of the characters or just the Yomo? Like what that one means. Because here it's all of the Anteiku characters, but here it's yourself. So it grants Fortify only for the Yomo, but this effect applies for Anteiku characters. This is a little bit confusing, I think. But maybe I'm not understanding this right. But this seems okay. But again, it's only for Anteiku characters. That's sad. I think that's a little bit sad. But it's definitely great for Anteiku characters. Great character. Like after reading all of this, I think, okay, this is again the 2 stars, reduces the damage taken by all of the allies by 5%. Great. Gaining power increases the basic stat by 10% for one. Again, almost the standard things everyone gets. They just get a little bit different buffs here. So 3 stars. Great. 1 star. You definitely need this shit. And he's gonna, I think he's only gonna work in Anteiku characters, right? So if you're not picking Anteiku characters, I don't think he's gonna play. But in Anteiku team, bro, this is crazy good in Anteiku team. So I think what lineup what I would put, I think all here. We'll put like Yomo here as well. Yomo, then even though like Ape could work, but I don't think he's good enough, to be honest. Ape kind of falls off. So maybe someone like Kaneki, and the last one, maybe Hinami as well. And we'll use the other Yomo in the background. Because this Yomo actually plays with backup. If you've seen his kit, he's a great character to have in a backup, especially if you have more of his stars, like this one, as well as this one. But it works for speed characters. But this one actually increases allied attacks for everyone. Reduce all of their stats by 3%. So this is just debuff. But still, I think he's great in that sense. But maybe he's more of a... So he buffs those two for sure. So this Yomo actually works great with this and Kaneki. And I think they both work with Kaneki greatly. All buffs Kaneki, Hinami heals and buffs Kaneki as well. Those two do the damage, as well as he can do the damage here. I think this is probably the team you would go. And maybe, but maybe you can like change Hinami for the new Toka. If she's actually good enough, you can put new Toka here, or maybe use even this Toka. Or even try to play with the passive of Kaya. Maybe you'll put Kaya here, because Kaya can work perfectly with Kaneki. Again, another good team, I think. Kaya's passive here, let me show, where is it? Deal damage to equal to 100% of attack or to an enemy target immediately after an allied Anteiku character applies weak effect to it. So she can work with Kaneki. Kaneki applies weak all the time, so she can like shoot like a fucking machine gun there. So that team could work as well. I think that's a great team setup. I don't know how good this will work in. I don't think it's definitely not a PvP setup, but that could greatly work in PvE for sure. I think this is a great PvE team setup, at least in my opinion. I would definitely love to see your like, what do you think about this guy, and what do you think about the teams he's gonna work? Oh, so new Toka reduces damage too. That's great. That's actually insanely good for this team setup. I think that would work as well. Am I getting Amon for Carnival? This guy. This is not obviously not the Carnival Amon, but I hate this guy. Like, my most hated guy in this game. Whenever I get him, I want to kill myself. So because of him, I now hate Amon. And I don't know if I'm gonna go for the Carnival Amon. I actually don't know. Because I hate this guy. He triggers me for some reason.